Welcome to the Politricks Watch. This is Sir P. Today I'm going to talk about the latest TikTok social media corner talk. Them fine isle of Jamaica. My inbox is full. People are asking me this. People are saying, yo, what do you think are going to happen? No one. I'm going to talk about it. This is actually a perfect example of the TikTokization of the people. Nowadays, news information has been cut down to short form. 30 seconds, 60 seconds. People on the time for doing a long listening on a long reading on a long research. That's if they even used to do it in the first place. But people go up on them phone, scroll up, then find Isle of Jamaica, scroll up again, 2 comedy skits, scroll up again, see some jokes, scroll up again. Boy, Isle of Jamaica, scroll up again. Next thing you know, Isle of Jamaica, then find island. Pay money I go start making on me talk about it. I think when it comes on to the TikTok generation, we're now at the point of diminishing returns. We can't tell them already. Because when you still on the internet and listen to so much content from so many different people, you've now reached the point of diminishing returns. We are now go in the opposite direction. Let me tell you exactly what I go on. Now the entire reason why I make this video is because I know say I have a whole lot of people when they're that inclined with the technology. I have some people just want you to look at YouTubers take on it. I say look at YouTuber, we are here too much nice. What really I go on there so? I can break it down for you. The truth about this whole circus around quote unquote the fine isle of Jamaica. Now most of this is stemming from an Observer article that come out from early July. But you look at the article just go viral on TikTok, right, or social media as a whole. And now everybody think they've cracked the Da Vinci Code. There was some kind of secret going on. Nothing make the masses happy every time they think they find out something it's like a hidden secret, even though it's public knowledge. It's just that they never done no research before until them see it on the main place them get information. TikTok, Instagram, Reels and anything there. 1 30-second clip. And now people are excited about old news. This actually come out from May 2024. The Observer article dropping at July, early July. What is going on with this? Them fine isle. Them just dig and find island. Understand this, guy. Jamaica has been giving people license to explore for isle for decades before most people are listening to this ban. Whole heap of foreign companies, some of them all done explore, give up and gone. But the technology what them have nowadays is more advanced than what enough of them people they used to have back in the day. This is what's happening. Imagine you have a piece of land and you walk around the land and when you look, you see something will look like it could be yellow yam. You walk on the whole of the land and you say, no, say, me estimate it's about 10 million pieces of yam on the ground or so. Then you announce that you're going to need some investors to help you confirm say a yam, and if it is yam, then you dig up the yam and sell the yam. That's exactly what's happening. No oil of commercial value has been found in Ironman yet. Where them find is an area, right, that looks very promising and have the potential, right, to put out 7 billion barrels of oil. The Observer article, so I guess that's why people are so excited because it's worded like, this I try to get hold on. Well, in reality, the company in question, United Oil, literally send out and put out an entire document stating every single detail where them find and make it clear to them want investors. There's no secret here so. The reason why the masses don't know about it is because the masses don't get invited to meetings where people need billion-dollar investment. When people need billions and billions of dollars to invest in something, and then tell them investors they say I will get back billions and billions in return, that now go get handed out in the middle of Spanish Town or half a tree. For years, Ironman been having what they call oil seep. You used to one part of Jamaica in my yard, starts the oil bubble up. Look on your screen, you see the date? That's 2019, the oil seep where you look on. Look on your screen, you see that picture? This is not something where them just buck up in the iron man. Oh Lord, one oil squeeze out. See that they find oil rich now. This go all the way back to 2018, 2019. And even years before that, oil seeps happening in the iron man. I don't know how Jamaicans can be so clueless to what go on in Jamaica. Especially things that are public knowledge. All time people can tell about the Windsor oil seep. I saw a long time something. The issue with many of these oil seep is that there is just not enough to make it commercially viable. Them find oil that leak out enough place in the iron man, but it is not enough to make it worth it because oil exploration is extremely expensive. It's very time and energy exhausting. And the returns on it, right, make people follow it up. So if it's not enough, if I just want to look a bit of oil or seep out somewhere, then them don't even bother, right, going after it. This time, they must say them find a location will look promising where there is enough. Right? Them think it is possible there is enough to make it commercially viable for them, as in the foreign company where I go do the digging of the oil. And then Iron Man will go quote unquote benefit. I'm going to talk about that later. Because rest assured, Jamaica finding oil would be one of the best and worst things to ever happen to Jamaica. I'm going to tell you something about my man for the oil now. And modern times now, them have computer and machine where them can stay up on the surface and get an idea, 2D, 3D imagery as to what go on under the ground, under the waters. One of the main ways them do this is something they call a seismic survey. This allows them to paint a picture of what go on, even though them can't see it with the naked eye. Remember when your woman pregnant or your sister pregnant, or anybody if you're pregnant and then them go to ultrasound? It's a similar process. Them start to shape an image. This is what doctor can run something on your wife belly and you see the baby. Shape out an image of what go on. Based on this image where them get from these surveys under the ground, then them say, based on the image them get back, them say, well, this part could be oil. Because them know where rock look like. Them know where, alright, no, that I want formation over here. So, oh, this part right here, so it's completely make up different from this part. This is consistent with something that is similar to oil. Now, it no must be oil, but it also could be. Hence why, if you notice, look on your screen, they make it clear. Just because enough people don't know what them words mean. When they say them talk about unrisk, mean and them tell about potential. In other words, we can't guarantee you say oil. We don't know for sure. But it could be. It look like it. So after them do that now, and then get them imagery, them 2D, 3D imagery of what going on the earth, here comes the next big money spending part. This have then get proven with some real heavy machinery where when them machinery reach Iron Man, you're gonna know say it's serious. Until then, don't hold your breath. But when you see them machinery reach Iron Man, that means it's really serious. We are talking about heavy machine, big machinery. Fishermen are gonna be able to see them out of water, or man are gonna see them from land. We are talking about some heavy machinery. Because that means say digging are gonna start. Them want investors to spend their money to help them confirm their suspicions. Everything is laid out upon the people them site. United Oil them name. Them even make a complete graph showing you all the way back to 1920. The same winter seep I tell you about. Them show you how much time people try and people fail. But if you look on the map, you will see them want to drill an exploration well the success of this will lead to development and follow-on exploration and drilling activity. The stage where they're at now, them a look investors to give them the money so them can start explore properly, because all them a work with is just seismic survey machines that give them one image. And them website them show you, so in 2026 or 27, them plan for drill and exploration well. If this is successful, in other words, it confirm so the oil did it. That's why it's called an exploration well. It's not an extraction well, because if them did know so oil did it, they would already start build the well them. You will see some things that look like this on your screen. Man that build them thing there right now. So what they want to do is build an exploration well. This will then confirm, so see there, the oil is there and in the quantity where them think it is, because even the 7 billion figure is an estimation. Them not actually know what go on on the ground, or in this case under the ground, under the sea. If this exploration well deliver what them want it deliver, as them say so, it will lead to follow-on exploration drilling activity. At this so, the heavy lifting are going to start going. All of this is on the United Oil site. This was no secret undercover thing will get leaked to the public. Nothing that's high level and truly secretive is coming in a no Jamaican newspaper anytime soon. If you think you crack the Da Vinci Code based on a Gleaner or Observer article, never unicorn to sell you. So you notice them put it in a small writing, way down at the bottom. In other words, you can't hold them to nothing, you know. But the tell you say this 7 billion barrel figure, and risk, and the tell you say a potential, you can't hold them to nothing. So if you turn out say 1 billion, or you turn out say there is none, go suck your mama. They never promise you nothing. This is carefully worded. This is a company looking for investment. What if money spent already to get to that stage? What if more needs spending? Now, let me say this. Earlier I mentioned that oil would be the best and the worst thing to ever happen to Jamaica. Why am I say that? Because of countries like Norway and the Arab country them, people think that oil equal automatic peace and prosperity, when in reality, history has proven this to be the opposite for most countries. Even the same Arab countries, the same UAE, people think about Dubai, you know, Dubai is not the UAE, right? Dubai is not a country, right? Dubai is a part of the UAE. If you ask somebody why the UAE is so rich, they will tell you that because the whole economy does eat off of the oil. When in reality, you're not giving the Arab guy enough credit, because they figured out that relying upon oil is a fool's errand. This is a breakdown of the UAE economy. Only 17% of the UAE's economy are come from the oil and gas industry. 17%. One of the reasons why them still rich or stay rich is because they diversified. Oil does not equal prosperity and peace. Ask countries like Senegal, Brazil, Venezuela, ask the Nigerians then. Oil discovery made countries that were once peaceful turn in a war zone. Now imagine a country where already lead the murder rate. Let me say that one more time. Oil discovery made many a developing countries turn in a war zone. There wasn't war zone before, but the oil money, when a time to do this and split over your and corruption, turn in a war zone. Now imagine the country where already lead the world in a murder rate. Do not let these charlatans and snake oil salesmen fool you. Oil would make whole of money For some people in Jamaica, the GDP would have increased, but GDP don't tell you the full story. Ask Guyana. We're going to talk about them later. GDP grew from oil don't tell you the full story. But if oil had make enough country turn a war zone or the peaceful, imagine the country when it's peaceful to begin with. Them ya wicked people ya, we would cut off your head for a half acre dead left land. You know want to see what Jamaicans will do for oil. Nigeria is the 6th largest producer of oil in the world. 6th. The place which part of the oil come from in Nigeria are one of the worst part of Nigeria. The irony is that one of the richest part of Nigeria, one of the poorest part of Nigeria. That is Africa as a whole. Only things the natural minerals mean nothing. Only things the natural wealth mean nothing. That don't mean a thing. Once corruption and incompetence, once nepotism start kicking, be a war and destruction. Many African countries are blessed with vast natural resources, and them same natural resources there is a curse, because what happen one time you have a big source of sitting worth whole heap of money. The biggest shark them in the country are go and control it. International shark are go and control it. You don't even have to look to Nigeria. Trinidad and Tobago is the largest oil and gas producing country in the Caribbean. Did Trinidad and Tobago get more peaceful after oil? No, they did not. Trinidad just broke 600 murders a year, an astonishing figure for a country that size. Trinidad, when you see them on the murder charts, when countries discover things like oil or gold or diamond, enough time them suffer from something where them call Dutch disease in economics. Basically, you have a new thing pop up, a new discovery, it worth whole heap. So now, enough people in the country start channel all them energy towards that one thing and ignore other sectors, other industries, and them they now start feel kind of bad interest in that them, because all them look toward the new thing, the new big money spender, the new big money grab, the new gold rush. So enough man who in a manufacturing, or they might in a one little thing over here, so I take time grow. Them go hear about oil, first thing them do, shut down and gone at that now. But then when everybody rush towards something, what happen? Most of them now go prosper. A few might prosper, but most won't. All them industries get left behind, dog name them supper. So now the economy as a whole starts suffer. Now you just become an oil guy or an oil country. That's what separates UAE and them country from other places. Them realize at first they were suffering from Dutch disease, and they made some very good changes. So all tourism one of them biggest foreign exchange earners there. Arab country in the hot desert manage to make much people fly gone every year. Money can't help you like you. How much things them ruin, how much things them mash up. They might get this right, we will see. So what do you think would happen to a country like Jamaica if oil suddenly start pump up by the billions? Peace? Prosperity? For who? That's the question. Money are gonna make like our sun down at Negril Beach. But as usual, the people at the very top will be in this money, and the peasants will remain peasants. Ask Guyana. Look on your screen. Guyana is having record GDP growth. They might tell you, say, oh, look how much GDP Guyana make. But GDP don't tell you the full story. When time the people them going to go interview the people them, when they listen to the actual serious journalists in Guyana who they on the ground, they will tell you, say, people still are wait to see. Right, this growth what them a talk about. Man I make it clear say him don't even give up on him fishing job, because man they tell him say oil go make him rich and money go start come across, and him actually get poorer. This is something that happens right across the third world. As me say, Nigeria have oil, Venezuela have oil, Brazil have oil. When you think oil not rare, Brazil have oil, Yes, home of the favelas. What we call ghetto is what them call favelas. That country, oil rich. Ask the people them that the favelas them, how much them benefit from that. The idea, where them try to push the, oh, we're all going to prosper. All? Which all? The same people who name the biggest food now are going to name the biggest food then. Politician Big Wig and him friend them. Not to mention the gangs them call them half eat half fight. But when time them thief most of the money for themselves, what them are going to do, as usual, is creating a bunch of smoke screen programs. Them are going and fix one stretch of road and stretch a see the oil money is working for the people. Simply not clap in your hand. Meanwhile, majority of the money siphoned off and gone all of Switzerland and some place can hide out. Ask the African them about oil. Ask Senegal what when time discover oil. So them are going to put out some social program and tell us, we'll get this for free now. Boy, the oil is working. Not to mention, the highest paid jobs for the oil industry would be going to foreigners. Not only is United Oil, right, what the people them want lead it, a foreign company, a UK company, but let's say them proves the oil did it. And them chew up them big oil rig. Who are going to work on this oil rig? That ain't a cobbler job. You think them are going to take your favorite Jamaican trade man? Enough of them who can't even line up on a piece of board straight. All until you give them the level they can't make the board straight. You think them are going to send them people up on oil rig? They're not. Those jobs are going to go to foreigners. The oil jobs them, the real technical one, the skilled one them they have to go to foreigners because locals simply don't have the knowledge or experience. To do it, you're going to have a few one-man, because you know you always have a Jamaican where somehow finding way to qualify in something in the next country. You're going to come back to Ironman and do this and jump on it. But if we are talking about the masses, it can't be. You're going to go up on oil rig and answer to the manager who come from Toronto or London or Texas or something like that. Extracting oil is nothing where you can bluff. You have some jobs where you can bluff. You don't really have to know what you're doing. Just step on the site and just go on full food road until you eventually catch it. That not work on them thing. Yeah. So they might want expert. They might want people with 10, 20 years experience. They might want man who have experience from the Brazilian fields, from the Guyana fields, from the Norwegian fields. And then Jamaican they go start, but how come you see all the jobs them gone to foreign guy? When it happen, can't say you weren't warned. And again, all I do is paint a realistic picture, you know, because the Observer article about the oil and what we talk about oil in general is that automatically peace and prosperity are going on. It's overly optimistic. No know which world we live in. So, me know, but see it, my bad mind man for oil. Alright. The bad mind man for less. So why moon bad mind man for oil? Not to mention, which part of them identify the quote-unquote 7 billion barrels. One oil spill and it done. One oil spill, an Ironman's seas, an Ironman's water, natural environment, fishes, all them sitting there. Hasta la vista, ciao, au revoir, a biento. But one might argue it's worth it. Who would argue that? The people them are gonna make most of their money. The man them are go stuff them belly till them belly bust. I tell you, say, well, even if it's happening, that's one thing they are, man. Life goes on. Earlier I mentioned gangs are feet are fine. If you think no multi-billion, that matter about the US billion, industry can drop a Iron Man, and your favorite one order and clans man them, no find some way it or fight, that's impossible. Some way, shape or form. You know how oil work, after get extracted, you get pumped over here so, and then you have lines who run through here so, big contract go right. You know who get enough of them contract there? Your favorite damn them. Pon the oil rig itself, them can have all the fine man them want. But at some point, Jamaicans have to get involved. Because them have to go start till they say them have to supply Jamaica with some of the oil too, unless them not have sense. Maybe them do like what them do with alumina. Or them just send it go foreign and then buy it back. I don't know, them fool so. But if them go talk about them go pump oil and natural gas to Iron Man too, any kind of digging up what go on in Iron Man, anyway at all, any kind of construction, gunman have to get piece of that because your favorite politician, because your favorite MP want him seat. And gunman and gangs, and gunman help them get seat. Gunman help them win. Ask people in the Augustown. Ask them about Zaba. In enough bad man place, the people them who not associate with the gang, them don't even turn out and vote. We see people them a link with the gang, people them a rate the Dan, and them turn out. And even enough people who don't rate the Dan, money come knock and then give and tell them say, yo, go and go vote. So politician love bad man. Politician love Dan. And if Dan start tell man say, yo, me here say Iron Man, I wanna see nothing come across to the kill them have to find a way to cut them in. That means your favorite gang, they might get richer. I'm just giving you a realistic picture here, guy. Overly optimistic. Go check the scoreboard. Don't take my word for it. Let's go study Brazil. Study Senegal. Study Venezuela. Don't take my word for it. Unlike your TikTok news people them, me I telling you the source them, me I encouraging you to go do your own research and find your own information. Just study the third world country them. Developing country them will discover oil and see how much of them really benefit down to the low level. I'm not talking about the high level big, I'm talking about the man on the street. Watch out natural resources like oil, gold, diamond and everything there. Turn enough country in a hellhole. Clansman in my butcher so much people to get a piece of the extortion pie. Can you imagine the oil pie? Make them hear some pipeline a run. Make them hear some nothing a bill. And then hear some next gang will link to a next politician. Get it? Places like Spanish Town go and burn down flat. PNP and JLP can't even manage the small time industries that them oversee now. You think them go manage oil? Not to mention the ownership of this oil company, as me say, is a British company named United Oil. Foreign ownership as usual, but only used to that anyway, so that's nothing new. I mean, what does Jamaica own? But that's nothing new because you don't own your JPS, you don't own your airports, you don't own your alumina. So I guess, end of the day, that's nothing new. The reason why you don't hear much about this oil thing in the public domain is because this part is the money gathering part and all the big money spenders them involved right now. When them done gather the money and a time for you explore, then they will drop it pound one telling us, great news, we're about to get rich and prosperous. But as them say, we're sweet and they go to one in belly. I'll go run no found the belly. If them money are going to for extortion money from taxi man, you don't want to see what them do for oil. You don't want to see what them do for oil money. If man are going to because somebody look up in them car and they want to pay to fix it. So then kill 2 man 9 family every center point. You don't want to see what them are do for oil. The Asian Umbre and Marky Sacks and them man. People like them, politician friend them. You know them big wig links. Custodian class and them people there. And them are going to eat most of the food. Gangs are going to eat the food too. And kill more people too. Corruption will get worse. Look how them are going now. So Integrity Commission can't get this, can't get that. And they now have oil to contend with. You think it's going to get better? Alright, guys. If these people have any intentions to make this oil thing work, for the Jamaican people, them that at least start tell man say, yo, start tuning up yourself for work on them oil rig. And even if people was to magically become qualified within the next 2 years, experience will come at them and tell us, well, yes, you're qualified, but you don't have the experience. What's okay, mama? So oil will be a blessing and a curse to Iron Man. GDP will go up. People are going to see some money where they can't even dream of to the figure them big. But that's going to be for a very few people, small people. The masses will get some kind of Mickey Mouse social program. Tell us them get this for free. As I said, study Senegal, Brazil, Guyana and them place there. But as for the argument that they find Isle of Jamaica, I know that spread around every street corner of Jamaica. Them no confirm that the Isle fine yet. The 7 billion is potential. but them think possibly they there. I say them talk about the unrisk and them thing. These are terms that them using in the oil exploration business. People who follow it up know that means that this is what might there. This is what you could make from it, but we need to confirm it. So don't count on the chicken them yet. So as the picture show you, in a couple years time, if they get the money, them have a drill. And if them find oil, couple years after that, when they reach a state where they can actually start see something from it, then we will see. 2026 and 27 when time them start drill. Remember say Jamaica is a place where already I get whole heap of earthquakes non-stop. When them go start drill, might drill and get sitting where they expect. You might drill and get sitting where you plan for. And even them outer water oil rig there, one earthquake in the water there, shake that up. When you go and know who to serve. But take me say that grain of salt, and remember say my bad mind the man for them oil. True, me not get none, my bad mind them. Because I come my bad mind artists and them people and scammer. And like my bad mind the Azan family, the man and people there. So this is just a new way for my bad mind. So enjoy yourself with the oil. Patreon squad, big up on yourself. Yeah, don't know more life. Ultra squad, stay circling. Blessed.